Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the vlog. Hope you are having a wonderful day. It is actually almost 10 a.m. already. I've been up for quite a little while. Got up at 7 with the baby. After everybody left, I did my 7-minute workout and just chose not to film anything of it, but that's okay. One of the comments that I got on one of the more recent vlogs is that I need to start filming things as they're happening, and I'm definitely very, very guilty of not doing that as often as I should. So I'm going to try here and there. As I'm doing things, I'll try to remember to pull the camera out, but a lot of it is just such boring, repetitive stuff that I don't really want to. For the time being, though, I've gone ahead and pulled out this little next book. This is the little $100 laptop that I made a video about a little while back. I have not run updates on it, so basically that's holding it captive until I get the updates finished. And the updates themselves are just not wanting to run. It says downloading updates and it's just sitting there not doing anything. So that's going to be an ongoing process. I'm just going to wait and see what it does. The reason that I pulled it out, I was very, very tempted. Somebody commented on it, I think asking what kind of games you can run on it. And I really wanted to see if Minecraft would run. So whenever I first pulled it up, I went ahead and installed Minecraft from the website as well as pulling it down from the store. And I figure I'll see if I can make a quick video just showing how it runs and if it runs better at lower settings, if the Windows 10 Beta Edition runs better, all those different sorts of things. And actually, speaking of that, I kind of need to go ahead and buy Minecraft for the Gear VR and make a video about that if I can, because that just released yesterday and it's like $6 or $7 or something. And I have a feeling if I went ahead and made that video right now, that would do very, very well. In other news, the contractor, the guys that we've had working here, came back again early this morning. They got here at about 9 a.m. or a little after, and I really don't have a clue what they're doing, but they're out in the garage area, so I can only assume they're working on our back step. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not, but out behind our house, we have the back deck that needs a lot of work, but we also have this one little back wooden step that goes out of the back of the garage, and it's a hazard. The wood is just rotting and it's sinking down in the back toward the house. So as a part of all this renovation, we asked, can you take that down and just pour a concrete step? It's something that we probably could have done ourselves, but I've never, well, I guess I've poured concrete, but it's been years, and these guys do it all the time. They're excellent at it, so I guess that's what they're going to be working on today. Hopefully that and maybe the storm door, because while it is lovely, the new door is just beautiful. I mean, look at all this wonderful light we've got coming in here now. It would be very nice if we did have a storm door on it. And that's out in the garage waiting to be put on. And to go ahead and address the question of the day for yesterday, because I did not address that one, what huge goal do you have that you hope to achieve someday? I have a few. Of course, family related to start things off. I've already achieved the majority of the goals I've got there, and they're just sort of ongoing things. The biggest things there are just continuing to be a good father, continuing to be a good role model, and just making sure that I am patient, that I'm loving and caring, and that is the most difficult thing ever, sometimes. But in terms of more sort of professional things and YouTube related things, huge goals that I would love to see. I would love to see the main channel hit 100,000 subscribers. With the way that it's growing right now, it's not going to happen before the end of the year, so I've got to do something to change that up. I'm actually scheduled, I was supposed to do it this afternoon, but it maybe end up being tomorrow. I was supposed to have a Hangouts call with someone from YouTube to discuss my channel, to talk about things that I can do to optimize it, to make it better, to give me help if needed. I don't know what I'm going to get from that, but still, it's better than not doing it. And they've got a bunch of Hangouts scheduled for next week with things like talking about analytics and talking about ways to optimize things and brand yourself better and all sorts of stuff that might potentially be useful. So I'm going to start looking into that. And as a person that already has about 55,000 subscribers, 100,000 may not sound like a huge goal, but to me it is, because it's something that I've been working on for, wow, 6.5 years at this point. So if I can get to 100K, that would be amazing. If it goes beyond that, that's even better, but it's really just that 6-digit number. And there's really no reason for that other than just it's a line in the sand accomplishment that I am shooting for, and might actually come with the YouTube play button if I get there in time. I don't think they'll ever stop doing it, but they might. In terms of other professional career growth, I'm in a pretty good place. I'm very happy. As long as I can keep this job and keep doing it and making them happy, I'm happy with what I'm doing. Financially, I am pretty much where I want to be. I mean, it would always be nice to make more money, but we're doing very well. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of short-sighted, but I think my only real big goal at this point, other than just continuing to try to be a good parent, is 100K subscribers on YouTube. Now it's time to move on with the day. Guys, I've been very busy so far today. As you can see, the step is completely gone. You can probably hear the sawing in the other area. Very happy this is going through, but this means I can't get any video making done. And oh look, I'm randomly out on the road. Christina just called me. Ellis has a fever, so I have to go to the daycare and give him some Tylenol to help get that fever down, because the daycare workers are not allowed to actually give him Tylenol. And he's not sick or anything, at least as far as we know. He just went to the doctor, he had his shots, and this is the reaction to the shots. And on top of that, the contractors just brought me in right before I walked out the door. Apparently the old door was not being held in by anything more than just wishes and dreams and the trim work inside of the house. How it stood up for 25 years or something, I have no idea. But to go along with that, there's some extra damage, some extra work they're gonna have to do. And before you say that they're just nickel and diming me and trying to take me for my money and whatnot, I've been working with these guys for years and years. They are excellent, they know what they're talking about. These are the guys that are gonna do it right. It's just gonna cost us an arm and a leg. But it definitely does add to the level of frustration. And I'm home, finally. Way too much going on. Talk to the contractors, things are gonna work out. It's just gonna be more difficult, more work, yeah. Hopefully we'll be able to get something worked out before the day is over, because it'd be really nice to have a back door. And Ellis has been medicated and the saxophone's been dropped off at the school. I gotta get some food in me. Door is incoming. Oh, it's an awful lot like a door. Progress. Well, it's later in the day. It's actually about time to go get Duncan off the bus, but this is status update from where the contractors are at the moment. Looks like they've taken off for a little bit, but they left a bunch of their tools here, so they're going to be back here in just a little while, I'm sure. It's a door. It's still missing some trim and some fill and everything on the inside and the outside. That's going to be finished up, but it has hardware on it. Seems to be good on this side pretty much. It's a door. And as I said, it's time to get Duncan off the bus. Well, that was thoroughly stinky and gross. We got home with Ellis, and of course right after we walked in the door, he went reaching for Mama, and he got all choked up, and he exploded. And it was gross. And most of it went on the floor, but a lot of it went on me and him. But luckily, I caught a lot of it in his little bib, so we managed to salvage that, but there was a big old puddle in the floor I got. And then it was just all over my arms and my chest and my... That's why I'm wearing a different shirt now, so... Fun times. You feeling rough, little man?
Yeah.
Feeling kind of stinky. He'll be okay.
In a couple days, he'll feel better.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
Stinky old shots.
Yep. Shots always make you feel gross. In slightly better news, we got a box today from Lowe's. His new baby swing showed up, but I installed it very quickly, and it's not great. Did you take a look at it?
Yeah, it's okay.
It's not the worst thing in the world.
It's not terrible, but it's not great. I didn't pay as much as
Right.
it cost for a nice,
It's just
fancy one.
the way to adjust it and the way that you lean the seat forward and back are just really, really awkward. So it doesn't feel like it's very stable. But we'll test it with him when he's feeling a little better.
Yeah.
See, he's smiling now a little bit. He seems to be okay. He got choked up. They said after I came in with the Tylenol earlier that he was just smiling and happy all the rest of the day. And Duncan and I are on the road. Feels like just seconds later, even though it's seconds later. We're stopping to get a little bit of dinner because Duncan has soccer practice in 45 minutes. He was supposed to have it last night, but with all the rain, it was nasty last night. I forgot to tell you guys that. It just downpoured the rain. It was horrible. And so as a replacement, he has to have soccer tonight. And that is good news. At the last red light there, I just went ahead. It's after 5 o'clock. After 5 o'clock on any weekday, I have to call about jury duty. I called about jury duty, and the message was March and April 2016 jurors are now released from duty. There will not be any more trials this month. You are completely off. Your checks will be in the mail. I had to go in for 2 days, so I'm guessing, well, maybe 3 days if you have the orientation. So I'm gonna get like $36. Woo! That's almost enough to buy a meal for my family, but not really. Maybe if we eat at McDonald's and use coupons. And practice is over. Did you have any fun, Duncan?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. It's the last practice though, so you're gonna have your game this weekend and then you'll be done with it. Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
Good. I spent pretty much the entire time sitting in the car resetting the Galaxy S7. I swapped back over to the S7 and for whatever reason it had nothing but problems. The speech to text wasn't working right, the Google Play Store wasn't working at all, kept saying connection timed out. I tried clearing this and deleting that and taking accounts off. I couldn't even put new accounts on or put the account back on. So I got to the point where I couldn't do anything with the phone, and I finally just said forget it. Luckily, everything that I had was on the SD card, all of the pictures and everything, pictures and videos, so I didn't lose anything. I just have to reinstall all of my apps. So I got it all reset. I got a couple of apps reinstalled, the Google Now launcher reinstalled, and I'm able to do speech to text, and I'm able to use the Play Store now, so it was just a pain in the butt. By the way, I got an email just a few minutes ago, just before Duncan got in the car, saying that I have a 19-pound box coming my way in a few days. And I did a lookup on the name that it's coming from, and it's apparently the HTC VIVE. I've been checking my credit card and I didn't see any charges hit it yet. They did the pre-authorization charge, but that charge never actually made it to the card, so I don't know what happened. I'm gonna continue to check on it, but it looks like, again, in the next few days, I've got the HTC VIVE gonna be here, which means I've gotta find a space to play in. Luckily, I did look around online, and it appears that you only need about 6.5 feet on a side, so like 6.5 by 6.5, which is gonna be doable if I move things around in my office, but it's gonna be tight. It'd be much, much easier if I did it in the living room, but I don't think Christina would go for that. So here's our new doors from the outside. Christina's got the blinds all closed, it looks like, but looks pretty good so far. Not bad at all. They're gonna have to do some trim work to it, I'm sure, but other than that, they're installed. And there's a Duncan! And here's what the inside looks like. Still got stickers all over them, but they got nice hardware in them. Just do the little thing there, and they flip in to out. And Duncan can show you how to pull them down. Look at that. There's nobody outside of them now. Wow. Magic. Like magic, isn't it? And oh look, it's already 10:30 and Christina and Duncan are in bed and I'm here alone with Ellis again. Because I haven't had a chance to sit down in the last 2.5 hours. Because since we've been home, I've either been on the phone with my dad, been helping Duncan through the shower, been dealing with him because he exploded yet again. Not doing it again, no more of that. Or putting away laundry, or doing more laundry, or so on and so forth forever. It has been just an exhausting evening, and I'm so done. But you know what? We got a lot to look forward to. The VIVE will be here in a few days, and that will be awesome, super fun times. He will be better, hopefully, here in the next couple of days, and that will be super duper awesome fun times. Christina came in earlier saying that he was trying to sing, and I got the chance to show my dad how to use Google Hangouts for video. So my dad and my mom got to see Ellis on the phone, like on video, and they were just laughing and talking to him because, you know, it was the Galaxy S7. It's beautiful video, and they were on a Moto E, so it was terrible video, but it's better than nothing. So we need to do more of that kind of stuff in the future, obviously. But for right now, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up because I'm just wiped out. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for spending the day with me and the family and watching the new door get installed and listening to me ramble on about everything that's going on. And we will see you again tomorrow.